Alrighty, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my holy grail cruelty-free products for oily skin. Now I am going from skincare all the way to makeup because especially if you have oily skin, it is so important to take good care of your skin. Because you can only do so much with makeup. It really takes taking care of your skin. Especially when it comes to oily skin, taking care of your skin. I'm sure even if you have dry skin, you can relate to this. You have to take care and nourish your skin so that it will look good with makeup on it. So like I said, these are all my cruelty-free holy grail items. Now I will say that individually, you all have probably heard me talk about every single item here, but I wanted to do a video that is just consolidated from skincare all the way to makeup, all of my holy grail products for oily skin. Some of these are newer, some of these are older, some of these are like ride or dies, some of these again are newer. I'm just speaking out of my butt now. So yeah, and then there also is a tutorial for this look. If it is up already, I will have it up in the icon here. But yeah, if you want to see all of my favorite holy grail items for oily skin, then just keep on watching. Now I'm going to start with the most important thing and the thing that changed my skincare game, and that is oils. Now I feel like the myth is like being busted more and more and more, and I was guilty of it where it's like, oh well, but my skin is oily, I don't want to put oil on it. No, your skin needs hydration, and oils have changed my skincare life. My skin every single morning looks so radiant and clearer and less red and less oily, and it has just, I cannot stress to you how important this is. So first of all, take off your makeup at the end of the night, wash your face, apply an oil. I have a cheap option and I have an expensive option for you. So the affordable option is just this Rhada Skincare Rosehip oil. I just got this from Amazon. It was like $14. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but I've used like this much of it. I use it every single night. I love rosehip oil because it is non-comedogenic, so it won't clog your pores. You do have to be careful with oils. Some clog your pores. Like coconut oil, I don't like coconut oil on my face, but a lot of people swear by it. You can just look up a bunch of different, you know, non-comedogenic oils. I like rosehip oil the most. It is so lightweight and it just takes care of redness and uneven texture. It gets rid of any acne scars and it is just so amazing. Again, use this every single night. It's amazing. Changes the game for oily skin, let me tell you. And the next is from Drunk Elephant, so it is very expensive, and this is their Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil, and let me tell you, does this feel luxurious? I love this. I actually recommend this to like mix in with a moisturizer, which is something I've been doing with one of their moisturizers. I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to try it more before I talk about it in a favorites video, but I do really like that face cream too. So I'm mixing a couple of drops of this in with the face cream, and it is like, oh, it's like an orgasm for your face. It feels so nice. So we have two different options. Just pick up an oil and just apply it on your skin, and your skin will thank you, especially if you have oily skin. Just do it. Changes the game. Okay, next is a product you guys have heard me talk about a ton on my channel, and it is the Badescu Cucumber Cleansing Lotion. This is a toner. I have gone through countless bottles of it. I'm just going to breeze right through it because it is a holy grail staple item. I used to get a really bad texture on my nose. This keeps my pores at bay, and it just like, this really does a really good job of just cleansing your skin and getting rid of gunk and just junk, and really like second cleansing your skin after already washing it. You go through with this and you just see all the stuff that you missed. And like I said, you know, oily skin, people with oily skin, their skin gets clogged really quick, and this just helps keep your pores just nice and clean and tight and amazing. I've gone through countless bottles of this and have used this exclusively as my toner that I've used exclusively for going on 3 years now. I love it. Next is moisturizer. If you don't moisturize your skin before you put on makeup, I want you to unsubscribe right now. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Just apply moisturizer before you apply your makeup, okay? Super important. So again, I have a more affordable option and I have a more expensive option. The more affordable option is the e.l.f. Water Droplet Balm. As you can see, I have gone through a decent amount of this. This stuff is so cool because it starts as a balm and then when you start to rub it in, it just like evaporates into water. You guys aren't gonna be able to tell. It smells really, really nice, like cucumbers and aloe too. But it's a really, really nice, still moisturizing, but lightweight moisturizer, and I like this because it sinks in really, really, really fast. Sometimes I hate when I apply moisturizer and then I go to do my makeup but my moisturizer is still sticky and it really hasn't like sunken in. This sinks in really, really easy, so it's perfect for just every day before makeup. Next is one you all have heard me talk about on my channel, and it is the Osea Blemish Balm. I love this moisturizer. This again is a lightweight daily moisturizer. I used to use this like morning and night. I would apply this and then apply an oil at night. It has this like amazing like pepperminty kind of tingle to it. It doesn't tingle, but it's like pepperminty, so it smells really, really nice. It says it's for oily, blemished, and combination skin. I love this stuff. This is probably my second or third bottle I've gone through of it, and I do have an affiliate link with Osea, so if you want to shop, I do get commission from the link down below. Just so you know, it's not that much, but just so you're aware. I love Osea skincare. You guys have heard me talk about their skincare so many times on my channel. They're 100% vegan as well. I love this stuff. Again, this is also another moisturizer where you don't really have to wait for it to sink in. It sinks in pretty quickly, but it is a little bit more nourishing feeling than the e.l.f. stuff. So this stuff is just good. Just slap on some moisture. This one is really good for just like really feeling like you're nourishing your skin, but it's still a lightweight moisturizer. I'm going through these really quick because I have a lot to talk about. Okay, now that we've gotten the most important part out of the way, it is time for makeup. Again, skincare is so important, and skincare really changes your makeup game. So take care of your skin. Don't fall asleep with your makeup on. Okay, let's talk about makeup. So let's talk about foundations first. So I will link my ranking of all of my foundations up here. There are a couple foundations that aren't in there, but for the most part, that's still like tried and true. Now I have a more affordable option and I have a more expensive option, but the more expensive option also isn't like terribly, terribly expensive. The more expensive option is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. I love this foundation so much. As you guys know, this is one of my holy grail foundations. It is so lightweight but full coverage and does not make me oily. It like when I get oily it still looks pretty, but it doesn't make me overly oil. But of course, you know, I am going to get oily, it's inevitable. But this is just such a great foundation. It's like $35, so it's not like crazy expensive. They have a ton of shades. I am in the shade Champagne 03 and it is one of the most perfect matches when I don't have fake tan on. It's just so lightweight and so full coverage and lasts all day. And the bottle lasts a really long time too. This is my first bottle and it's still going strong. So really, really, really love this foundation. And then the next one, of course, e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I love this foundation. This is full coverage. It like blurs pores. It's so nice. It's so user friendly. It's so easy. It's in a little squeezy tube. I have gone through 1,000,005 of these. I'm in the shade Porcelain and it's just a bomb foundation. It's like $6. Again, I have talked about this 1,000,005 times on my channel, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. It is so good and so cheap. Okay, now setting powders. I feel like this is like one of the most important steps because this can make or break your whole makeup. So I have a few different ones to talk about, and this is the one I have the most of because I feel like this is what people ask about the most, like setting powders for oily skin. And again, this is like a really, really important part because it's setting all of your work. So let's get on to some setting powders. Again, I'll start from most expensive and work down to the least expensive. Now, I don't necessarily know which one's the most expensive, but we'll start with an expensive one. And it is Urban Decay's Velvetizer powder. Now, this is advertised as like a mixing medium, and it is really, really great for that, but I just find it's a little too like it's a little too much to like every day pour this into your foundation, mix it together and put it on your face. Although it does work amazingly to make your foundation more full coverage and more oil resistant. But I also just freaking love this for just a setting powder. It is so finely milled. I know this is very expensive and you don't get a ton in it, but you also don't need to use a ton of this powder. This powder really spreads all over your skin. You know, some powders like you have to pack it on for your skin to feel set and like smooth and not sticky. This like you barely need any and it really just spreads all over your face. So I do think it's worth it. I really, really like this powder and I feel like it's kind of under talked about, but I really, really enjoyed this. I wish they would just advertise this as like an oil control setting powder, even though it just does really work for what it says what it's like marketed towards, but this is just fantastic and really does make your skin look like velvet. It's great. Next is a more recent favorite of mine, and I don't think I've talked about this on my channel besides using it in a tutorial, but it's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Setting Powder. I had just been putting off trying this because I felt like it was just so small. I thought I was going to go through it really quick. So far I haven't, and this is so nice. I love that it's not completely, like it says it's translucent, but it does have kind of a warm cast to it. Like, I don't know if you can like tell in here, but it has kind of a warm yellowy cast, so it doesn't look as like ashy as some translucent powders can make you look. This is just so great. I think it's like $29, so it's not crazy expensive. It's really, really good. I have been using this nonstop for the past like 2.5 weeks, and I just love this powder so much, and it really does blur pores. You can also use this to set your under eyes, which y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of most translucent powders to set the under eyes. I find that it like takes away from the coverage of your under eye like concealer, but this stuff works really, really well for setting your under eyes as well. The next, I need to get a new one so bad because this is like, it is so well loved and used, and this is the Kat Von D blotting powder. Now, I first heard Kathleen Lights talking about this, and she has dry skin, so even if you're watching this and you have dry skin, try this powder out to set your under eyes. And that's exactly like what she said. She was just like, it adds coverage, it like makes it smooth, and it's just so nice. So this is what I use to set my under eyes. I also set my T-zone. This would probably be great all over the face. I just prefer loose powders for setting all over my face, but this is just so nice. I'm in the shade Light, and this like brightens but also it's a blotting powder. It's marketed as a blotting powder, so it keeps your oils at bay, but I cannot tell you how smooth this makes your face look too. If you have like pores or like bumps or wrinkles, like I have this like cute little wrinkle right up in here, if I want him gone, I just put this powder over it and it disappears. It's amazing. This is a miracle making powder. It is so fantastic. Now, something similar, they aren't dupes for each other, but they're similar, and this is the e.l.f. finishing powder in Fair Light. This is the Beautifully Bare finishing powder. I know I got Jess, Vegan Beauty Addict, hooked on this stuff. It is so, so, so great. Now, I will say that this shade Fair Light is the lightest, and I can't set my under eyes with this because it is too dark for me. But what I love using this for is touching up. I love keeping this in my purse. For a while, I didn't talk about this on my channel because it was just constantly in my purse or in my car. This is such a good touch-up powder to just keep on you and just touch up your T-zone. It doesn't disturb your makeup underneath. It makes it smooth again. It makes it matte again without making it look cakey. It is so great, and it's like, again, like $6. Such a good powder for touch-ups. Okay guys, last item, Holy Grail. Again, you have heard me talk about this. It is the Urban Decay Deslick Makeup Setting Spray. Now this is the old packaging because for a hot second there, Ulta was doing the bottles of the old packaging for like less than $20, so I bought like 3 of them. That is how Holy Grail, and I'm finally on like my last bottle. I need to buy another one. This is such a great setting spray. A lot of the time with oily skin, your skin gets oily, and then like your like bronzer or blush will just kind of like rub off or like nudge off, or if you touch your face it like transfers off. This stops all that from happening, and it also, I really like this because, you know, as somebody with oily skin, I cake my face with powder, and sometimes that can look cakey, as I say that I cake my face in powder. Anyways, this like takes away the cakiness and almost adds like a natural luminous finish. Like, don't be afraid of those words. It makes it just look more natural. You know what I mean. But it doesn't make you look oily, and it doesn't makes it so you don't produce oils as fast and your makeup doesn't break down as fast. Again, this is just so stupid Holy Grail. If you've been watching my channel, you know. Like I said, most of these products I have talked about before on my channel, but I wanted to just put all of my favorites together so that way if you have oily skin, if you're new to my channel and you have oily skin and you're looking for some cruelty-free products, or maybe you're new to being cruelty-free and looking for some oily skin products, or you just realize you have oily skin and you need oily skin products, I just wanted a nice, concise video with all of my favorites in one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me on my channel. I'm so sorry I haven't been uploading as recently. I miss you all so much, but I'm back in the groove and want to film content for you guys as I always do. So let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see next. I love you guys so much. Let me know your favorite cruelty-free product for your skin type, so that way even if you have dry skin, maybe you can read some comments and find out some new products. Alright guys, I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
high.